Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's lesson. I again wanted to give you directions since some of the writing is a little tricky. So, we're starting off with our review questions to hopefully help you understand our learning target, which is to evaluate the impact of the Constitution on current day issues. And this is the same excerpt from last time. The addition is the bottom right here. And this is from Article 2, Section 2. It says, "The President shall be Commander in Chief of the Army and Navy of the United States and of the militia of the several states when called into the actual service of the United States." When it says, what does it mean? I've actually switched it and geared it towards common defense. Up here during our last lesson, we focused on general welfare, but there are a lot of other things written in this tiny little part, but it would be very overwhelming to go through each of them. So that's why we're breaking them apart. So for today's lesson, we're looking at when we say, what does it mean? And here I'll jump to what does it mean in regular people words? It means Congress needs to collect money and make laws so that they can keep us safe from other countries. In order for their bills to become laws, the president needs to sign them. So if those laws are supposed to be keeping us safe from other countries, the president should sign them. The president is also the head of the military and should use the military to keep us safe. So here are a couple review questions, and here's an article that you're going to read. Now, this article I think is a little tricky to read because it's a higher level reading. And when you click on it and you go to it, you should at least be able, oh, this isn't it. You should at least be able to look at the heading of the article. So the heading of the article is Trump and Congress just gave the military a big boost. So we know that according to this article, in 2018, President Trump and Congress did something to boost the military. You can read it. You may understand some of it, so take away from it what you can so that you can evaluate the Constitution. But in here, we can see the word budget. So that means that Trump and Congress decided to give the military more money. And when you scroll through, some parts are tricky to read, but don't give up because some paragraphs are easier to read. So you don't want to get disheartened and then miss something. So, for example, down here, they talk about how 24 billion will go to new ships. And that's a sentence that all of us can understand. We might not understand something else listed, but we can take that away and maybe use that in our open-ended for the last question. And then the last thing you'll do is based on this article, you're going to decide to evaluate the impact of the Constitution on current day issues. So in this case, you're going to be figuring out, is the Constitution effective in keeping us safe from other countries? If you would like, you can do your own research. You can check things out. My intention was to try to use Newsela because that has articles that are written more to our reading level, but I was unable to find really any good ones when I looked, but you can still take a peek and see what you think, and then come up with your own. You can ask your parents and see what they think, or just base it off of anything that you've learned. Just really looking for you to think about it. There really is no wrong answer. Have a great day.